Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today for this timeless pick a card tarot reading meant for all zodiac signs. Whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to hear it. To choose your reading, you can choose from one of these crystals up here or one of the cards I'm about to reveal. All right, for reading number one, we have Chevron Amethyst and Epiphany, which is card number 13, if you're a numbers person. And for reading number two, we have a white agate crystal skull, and infinity, which is card number 18. And for reading number three, we have a heart-shaped ruby kunzite and mirror, which is card number 23. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or image you're most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to two or even all three of the readings, as there may be additional guidance for you there. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a list of all the cards that I use. If I have a link where you can find those cards, I include that as well. I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading, and all you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type Oak Moon in the comments below. I'll be announcing the winner on December 15th, 2024. Good luck. Hello, reading number one. You chose the moon-shaped chevron amethyst, which enhances intuition, brings about clarity. It's known to strengthen the connection to the higher realms. It amplifies your spiritual awareness. It's a powerful tool for calming the mind and reducing anxiety. It provides emotional stability. It also is a protective stone, shielding you from negative energies and psychic attacks. Its unique banding pattern helps deepen meditation, enabling more profound insights and an enhanced ability to connect with spiritual guidance. And the card that you chose is Epiphany. And we see the light bulb, like when somebody has an idea and that light bulb goes off above their head or in their head. It's that mental clarity, that inner clarity that the chevron speaks of. It's having instant downloads, instant understandings, epiphanies, aha moments. All right, let's get some more cards. Let's see, what is it that reading number one is meant to hear at this time? What would you like reading number one to know at this time? I always set my intentions for your highest and best good. All right, these are the fates, and you see them spinning the thread of destiny. You are being guided to your highest purpose. And, you know, what they're showing me here is this sickle. Do you see that? It's like she's about to cut it. So perhaps this message is about you taking control of your own destiny. you cutting cords that attach you to any perceived force that seems to be controlling or influencing your life. You're taking charge, guiding your own ship. What message do you have for reading number 1 today? Salya. Interestingly enough, Salya is connected to the phases of the moon and water, the tides. It's about balance. We see the scale here. It's also about being connected to your true self, which goes right along with the fates and you guiding your own destiny, deciding your own fate. There's also a message of working with the energies of the moon. So at the time that you hear this reading, you may check what phase of the moon is. If you don't already do this, know that you can use the energies of the moon. For example, the most basic, simplistic way, very easy way to do it is when there's a new moon, which is when the moon is completely black. It's beginning its journey of growth, of waxing. Between the new moon and the full moon, each night the moon will grow brighter and brighter. So it's a good time to set intentions for things that you want to nurture, grow, enhance. On the night of the full moon, that moon is beginning its journey to become the new moon. So it's waning, and every night after the full moon, it will decrease in light. So it's a good time to release, to set intentions, to shrink something, decrease it, release it. And you can, that's just a very kind of basic way of using the energies of the moon. But of course, you can dive deeper into it and look at what sign the moon is in and all that kind of stuff. But again, they're telling me that you are really becoming powerful enough to not be influenced by these external forces, but to use them to your advantage. So, you know, somebody might be like, uh-oh, there's a full moon, there's, you know, this is going to happen. That's not good. You're releasing the idea of any kind of fear-based attachments to any kind of planetary movement or external forces. And instead, it's because this energy is tied to the moon and water and the flow of water. It's like you're going with the flow of the energies of life. You're making it work in your favor, to your advantage. So there may be this kind of overarching theme, but you're learning to work with it to get the most out of it and to get the results that you want. Wow, really love your message so far, reading number 1. Let's get some more information. Memory, rosemary. And we see here this, what looks to be the Book of Shadows. and you see these three shapes, which can have many meanings. It can be the Holy Trinity. It can be mind, body, spirit, past, present, future. And in the past, present, future, you see that it's all connected, all tied together, and there's a circle, because the past and the future are always uncertain. Only now is real. Only this present moment is real. Everything else is malleable, even the past. So if you feel like your destiny has been set into motion by past mistakes or something tied to the past, know that, first of all, there are no mistakes, there are only lessons. And second, you can literally change the past. This is part of the epiphany you're coming to understand, is how time works and how memory works. And when you remember something from the present, you're actually creating that past. So doing some kind of spell work, perhaps utilizing the phases of the moon, this is in utilizing water, some kind of cleansing to help cleanse any kind of attachment. You're cutting cords to the past, any kind of attachment to some past energy that you believe is having a negative influence on your present and future. Wow, love your reading number 1. They are wanting you to do research in quantum mechanics, quantum entanglement, and time. And understanding that time is not linear and that you can literally change. You can literally change your past. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other information we can get. Reading number 1. This feels really powerful. This feels like a huge shift, a huge weight being lifted off of you. This feels like a huge forward movement. What message do you have for reading number 1 at this time? All right, the stag. This card is also about balance. In this deck, the stag, number 8 in the major arcana, is like the justice card. Being right, being imbalanced, being fair, being just. They are showing me someone who is trying to balance on like a surfboard or something, but they're looking back over their shoulder, over where they've been, instead of looking at where they are and where they're headed. And it's making them out of balance. So again, it's bringing balance to your life by letting go of the past. So imagine if you're riding a wave, in order to, and I've never surfed, so I don't know exactly, but I can imagine that you need to see what's ahead of you. Seeing what you've already surfed is not going to help you stay up and balanced. Or you can think of skateboarding. You have to look at what's coming up so you can navigate that instead of looking backwards. You're going to be off balance if you try to look backwards. All right, what else would you like reading number 1 to know at this time? What else can you tell them about balancing their life, guiding their own ship? All right, the Hooded Man. Look at that, 8, 9, both major arcana. This is the Hermit card. This is guiding your own path. The Hermit card isn't, necessarily about being alone. It's about not allowing external influences to determine the course of your life, the fate of your life. It's being the master of your own fate. You hold the lamp of the star. You determine, and you alone have the power to shape, mold, navigate your life. You have the power to do this. You have the wisdom to do this. And you're doing this not only for your highest and best good, but for the highest and best good of others as well. Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. This breath of life is the Epiphany. Arrows in this tarot deck are like swords, air, the element of air. This is mental clarity. This is a breakthrough, an aha moment, an understanding. Love the synchronicities of getting that with this Epiphany. This is the clarity that's going to breathe life and vitality into your sense of purpose. It's giving you motivation and inspiration. And if followed through with action, will bring you peace and fulfillment. There's a message that you are part of the whole. You're part of the whole. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. And you're increasing your connection to the collective consciousness. There's a fear of doing something that could potentially hurt others that you are releasing. Because you're connected to the collective consciousness, because you are feeling this connection, understanding this connection, it's like you wouldn't hurt yourself. So you're not going to do something to hurt the planet, to hurt others. There's this feeling of just acting with honesty, integrity, good intentions, helping yourself, helping others. What else would you like reading number 1 to know at this time? King of Vessels. Heron, this is like the King of Cups. Love that. Emotional maturity. Yes, I can see that now with this sense of justice and this, and not justice in punishment, but it's more a sense of fairness and balance, and this understanding of being part of the whole, the collective consciousness, the cosmos. Of course, there is an emotional maturity that goes along with this. You're dependable, reliable. Others may come to you for advice. You're channeling divine love. And I love that we started out with this whole water theme, and here we end with the heron standing in the river, this waterfowl. And again, we're getting a message of balance. You see how he's standing on one leg. They're saying that you are about to experience a level up in your psychic abilities, psychic clarities. And it's deepening your understanding in the human condition. You're having more compassion. You're recognizing anything that doesn't seem fair within yourself. If there's something that you say, something in the way you say it, the language, things that you perceived that you didn't even recognize as judgment in the past, it's coming to the surface now, and you're releasing it, but without judgment. You're not being self-critical. You're just recognizing that that's how you saw the world based on the lenses that you had at that time. But now your vision has improved, and you're seeing more of the whole picture, and you're seeing it clearly, more clearly. And again, I'm hearing fairness. Because of this sight, this gift, this clarity, this psychic ability, you are just being more fair to yourself and to others. It's like you have this greater understanding of their story. And again, you just have this compassion and empathy, but look at that cord. It's empathy without detachment. You're not feeling their feelings in a way that slows you down or kind of gunks up your own emotions. It's just like dipping your toe in the water so that you get a feel of it, but you can pull your toe back out at any time. Remember, this is the king of vessels. You're mastering those waters. Wow, love your message, reading number 1. Please let me know what you saw, what you heard. I love to read your comments. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose this white agate crystal skull. And white agate provides a grounding energy that helps balance emotional, physical, and spiritual states. It brings about harmony and equilibrium. It's known for its calming effects. It's believed to bring a sense of peace and security, shielding the user from external negativity. It assists in self-awareness, helping you to gain insight into your own behavior and motivations. And the fact that this is in the shape of a skull means that it has been designed, purposed for, programmed for the store of knowledge, the storage of knowledge. All crystals can be programmed, but these have a particular specialty in storing knowledge. And when you bring crystal skulls together, they share that knowledge with each other. And the card that you chose is Infinity. You're beginning to have access to infinite knowledge, which means that it will continue to evolve just as the spirit consciousness continues to grow and expand. As it expands itself, its understandings expand, and this is being reflected in you. All right, let's get some more information about all of this. Exciting already. What knowledge? Oh, okay. Look at that. This is a portal. It's a doorway. We see steps leading up to this doorway. It's an opening, just as if there's an opening in the crown of this skull. You are, because you're given access to this infinite knowledge, you're going through a portal, through an opening. You're experiencing what lies beneath the surface and transcending to the other side. Wow, really exciting. Reading number 2. Let's get some more clues about this. Agate. And notice that he's holding a book. Again, a reference to knowledge and wisdom. And in this case, the Agate is connected to the yew tree. And for the Druids, this is connected to their history. You're being given access to your ancestors' wisdom and knowledge. Or you already have that, so that may be something that you just know. Someone here is writing a book about their ancestors. If that's you, let me know. Also, they're showing me with the infinity symbol, somebody has a tattoo or is thinking about getting a tattoo of the infinity symbol on your hand. I see one here. Somebody else has one on their wrist. I also see one on someone's back. Know that you're being guided to discover the meanings of symbols. This is a way that your ancestors are speaking to you in the present. Also, I'm being shown somebody creating symbols or sigils. And just know that, again, you are channeling your ancestors. Wow, loving your message, reading number 2. Feels so mystical. You're being given access to this mystery. Productivity, yes. And look at that. The 8, just like this infinity symbol. Abundance, productivity. Someone may even be writing a book, some kind of historical book. I'm hearing there are multiple people listening that are writing a book. Someone's writing some kind of historical book. Someone's writing a book about their ancestors. There's a book about ancients and a book about symbols. And there may be a book that combines some of these aspects. So this is a time for you to be very productive. Again, I'm hearing that you're channeling this information, but you're also studying, learning, discovering. I'm seeing somebody unraveling a mystery. Again, this feels very magical and mystical. Wow. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see if we can get some more information. Yeah, they're showing me you going through this door, through this portal, gaining some kind of information and bringing it back to Earth, to the 3D present, and anchoring it into the present. Even if you're not writing a book to sell, to show others, the mere fact of you going to this place, receiving this knowledge and bringing it back, you are anchoring it into this physical reality, and you are helping a shift come about in the world at this time. Wow. All right, let's get some more information. What other messages? All right. 2 of Arrows. This is like the 2 of Swords, which is associated with choice. And we see here this feather on one side of the scale, and in the other side of the scale, what looks to be like coins. And logically, it seems like the coins would be much heavier than the feather, but they are balanced. There's a message here that you can choose to change your beliefs. And some of you may help bring this about with your sigils, with your symbols, doing some kind of, I'm hearing shadow work about beliefs around money and wealth, and perceiving it as being inherently bad. There's something you can do to shift this belief to allow more abundance flow into your life. This infinity symbol that looks like an 8 is also a symbol of abundance. I'm also hearing you are worth it. You are worthy of this abundance. So you're riding the scales. You're being fair to yourself. It says here, 2 of Arrows, injustice. I'm hearing that somebody has this infinity symbol on their hand or on their wrist, somewhere on their body like a tattoo, because they have made an attempt to no longer live. And they feel in some way there's some unworthiness for this abundance. Know that this was an initiation, and that you were protected. You were sent back for a reason, again, to anchor this knowledge, this ancient knowledge that you're receiving, that you're channeling. This is part of your story. If you have that tattoo, please let me know in the comments. What other message do you have for reading number 2? I'm seeing a Gemini sign. Somebody here's a Gemini. Wow, they're showing me symbols and signs. So I know that you're seeing them too. You may have an affinity with Odin and runes. Three of Vessels, celebrate. Celebrate your gift, celebrate life. Celebrate where you are, celebrate the journey. Celebrate with others. I'm hearing somebody may be going to a party soon, to a celebration. I see you getting dressed up for this. So if you haven't received an invitation, you may receive one soon. I'm also hearing that you may be attending a party in your dreams. And this isn't just a dream. This is you, again, connecting to your guides and your ancestors. All right, we have the Seven of Arrows, insecurity, and the Eight of Bows, hearth fire. Again, this insecurity is tied to the past, this perception of being undeserving or unworthy. And they want you to know that that was a mask. That was an experience that you were meant to have so that you could have compassion for others that are going through that experience. But it's not who you are. You're transforming this, transmuting it, transcending this. And it's the Eight of Bows. So you have the 8 here, you have the 8 in this infinity symbol. And this is another celebration. You can see everybody gathered around this hearth fire smiling, celebrating. This may be with your chosen family, your biological family, friends, close ones. This could also be you sitting around your hearth or a campfire with your ancestors. Again, there's some celebration coming up. This is going to act as a catalyst to bring you warmth, an inner warmth, a peace, and it's marking the beginning of this period in your life where you are attracting abundance. You're being productive and you're attracting abundance of richness in experiences, understandings, blessings, both tangible and intangible. Reading number 2, absolutely love, love, love your reading, your message, all about you casting off some false beliefs about yourself. You decide what's the truth. It's your choice to decide what's true for you. You can look at the blessings or you can look at the wounds. Where do you set your attention? Wherever you set your attention, that's the portal that you're going to go through. That's what you're going to experience expansion in. Wow, love your message. Please let me know what you heard, what you saw. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. Welcome. You chose ruby kyanite in the shape of a heart, which instills courage and promotes self-love. It aids in releasing past emotional wounds. It's especially beneficial for those seeking empowerment in love and relationships. Ruby kyanite combines the passionate, heart-centered energy of ruby with the intuitive, higher realm connection of kyanite. It supports aligning emotions with intuition and helps to create harmony between the heart and the mind. This stone is known for activating both the heart chakra and the throat chakra and the third eye, facilitating open communication and spiritual insight. And the card that you chose is Mirror. Mirrors reflect. I'm getting a message about reciprocation. Mirrors can also be portals. We can also use mirrors because they are portals to scry, to divine. So there's a message about beginning to understand what is being reciprocated, what is being reflected. It's not only actions, but it's energy. All right, let's get some more clues about this. What is reading number 3 meant to hear at this time? What message do you have for reading number 3? All right. The broom. Sweeping away something. Cleaning something. Releasing something. The act of sweeping can really energize your house in a positive way. Someone listening has made their own broom or is thinking about making their own broom. What else would you like reading number 3 to know at this time? There's a message about sweeping away some thought, some energy, some feeling that you don't want reflected back to you. And what's interesting is it's not reflected back to you equally. Just like when you look into a mirror, you're not actually seeing yourself the way others see you. You're seeing a mirror image. So it's reversed. So if you put out fear, then instead of having fear reciprocated, what you may have reciprocated is anger. It's like what you're telling the other person when you're afraid is that you're afraid they're going to get angry, and then they get angry. It's that kind of situation. So it's not exactly, it's the mirror image. What else would you like reading number 3 to know at this time? Fill this one. Oh, moon. You know, the pronunciation moon is moon, like what orbits the earth. And what does it do? It reflects. So again, we have that message, and the meaning of this symbol is you reap what you sow. So again, there's this idea of what is the energy that you are sowing. And there's a message of being over accommodating, excessive tolerance. And expecting the other person to be accommodating with you, but actually remember, it's that mirror image. So it's not exactly what you think. It's more like a puzzle piece that fits together. It's like the kind of net that you cast or the kind of bait that you use is going to capture something specific. So by being overly accommodating, that person is going to keep filling that space. It's like you're creating this void that they keep filling. So there's a need for a boundary. What else would you like reading number 3 to know at this time? Victory. Nasturtium. With this card comes the energy of self-reliance and self-confidence. And they're taking me back to the ruby kyanite, which helps to promote self-love, give courage. It helps to empower you in love and relationships. Let's get some more clues. They're saying to me, you're not being nice by being over accommodating. You can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, including yourself. And being overly tolerant or overly accommodating is hurting yourself. When you hurt yourself, then you diminish your capabilities. You're actually able to do less. So in the long run, it's helping others less as well. 6 of Vessels reunion. This is the returning of something from the past. There's a message of a karmic cycle, something that spans multiple lifetimes that is being repeated, but you're being asked to sweep this away, to end this cycle. If you find yourself in a cycle in a relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, a family, a friend, co-worker, you're being brought together because of these forces that bond you. You keep coming together lifetime after lifetime so that you can learn a lesson, resolve an issue. So there's something you're being asked to resolve. And I'm hearing the guidance for that is through self-love. Balance. There you go. This is like the Temperance card in this deck. You're balancing the situation. You're balancing this energy. Otherwise, it's like this push and pull from lifetime to lifetime, or like chasing or creating a void and filling it. And here, we see these 2 dragons intertwined, It almost reminds me of the caduceus, the symbol of health. So you're balancing things in a way where it's healthy for everyone involved. And this balance in your relationships, balance in the inner and the outer world, begins with balancing yourself internally. And you do this again through self-love. Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. And the Woodward. Yes, again, we have this message of strength. In this deck, this card is like the strength card. You see the cat here. Taming that. This is you conquering that cycle. Taming that instinct that has spanned lifetimes to repeat a behavior or an energetic cycle. You are mastering this aspect of yourself. The Ace of Stones is conceiving of an idea. It's the beginning of something and then manifesting it externally. It is of earth. So it's taking that idea and creating it in a substantial, tangible way. And again, I'm hearing the inner world is reflecting the outer world. We exist on this earth in a physical way, but we also have this connection to imagination, to the mind, to the ethereal. If you are not experiencing any kind of disharmony in any of your relationships, then this reading is about your relationship with yourself and with nature. And you acting in a way, you anchoring something into the physical world that helps to balance the relationship between humans and nature. And you're doing this through this understanding of reciprocity, if that's how you say it. Reciprocation, I'll just say that. That one's easier to say. Understanding that it's like they're showing me like a shape that you create with your thoughts, feelings, intentions, and that when it comes back to you, the shape that it comes back to you in, or the vibration, fits it. And so it's like you're beginning to understand how to sculpt this energy. Please let me know how this resonates for you, what you heard, what you saw. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.